We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
You ready?
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Walker, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
70, Indy.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Number 53, line 53. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Ready?
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. That kind of works like a sack for the defense there. Yeah. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
15 line. Quickstone, travel. Snap.
Following the fumble recovery, Costello. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, stand up. Hey. Out.
On the ground, it's Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Costello. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hard.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Quick dash. Come.
Speed dribble.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Set up. 30 base.
Mike, you're not ready. You're not ready. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
61, matchbox lights. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Costello. Complete to Washington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. And his throw here's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They run with Edmonds. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On first down, it's Samuels. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Big grip.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. 50, plant. Get it.
A first down carry for Barkley. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike, 55.
Smoke.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense up the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check 55.
Hey, high 7.
Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 9 now. Howard has the first down and then some. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, it's Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Five.
Operating from the gun, Costello. Open man here is Foster. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Costello. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Costello. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Costello. Got an open man. It's Foster. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Here we go, here we go. 60 yards.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down.
On first down, Costello. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Costello. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
They can't stop me out here.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
60 Pittsburgh.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't get stopped.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. This is Barkley. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Orbit.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. 65. 65.
Ready?
Back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll look to throw here. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Check 53, flood. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
80 weapon. Let's go. Let's go. Get set. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
Throwing on first down. Costello. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 21 yards away, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's second down.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Hey, wahoo!
All day, every day.
Now.
Second and 10. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coach.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Costello. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot, shoot.
On 4th down, Costello. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.